So tonight, I'm going to start off by reading you a message I got. At least the parts of it I can read. Did you effing ban me? Slur for homosexual. I should have expected this from a slur for a person who has relations with a black person. You're supposed to be a free speech advocate. Slur for homosexual. You know, a very wise person once said that to change society, you have to change the law. I disagree. To change society, you have to change the way people act. And by allowing those comments, it makes it seem like I find it tolerable. I don't. You know, a lot of people have trouble confronting racism. You know, there's a lot of people who, well, I'm not racist. It's time for those people, it's past time, for those people who are not racist to start being anti-racist. There have been people who are not racist for a really long time, but racism is still very, very prevalent. I'm going to give you a historical tidbit. Somewhere, you probably know somebody who believes that in their family tree, they have a Cherokee princess. You don't. They don't. Whoever. I promise. Okay? The Cherokee did not have princesses. Period. Now, historians and linguists write this up to a mistranslation of chief's daughter or an important political woman. See, I like what the genealogists found. And I'm going with this theory because it makes a whole lot more sense. When they started looking for people's Cherokee princess ancestor, what they found out was that a lot of times she wasn't even Cherokee. So what happened, certainly appears, is that your not racist white ancestor married a native woman, but she wasn't from one of the civilized tribes. That was the thing. So, rather than deal with the confrontation, he lied and said she was Cherokee. And then to help alleviate the racial tensions, well, he made her royalty. So, the problem with confrontation has been around for a very, very long time with not racist people. And it still exists today. So I'm going to give you a tactic. Most racism you find today is hidden in jokes. It's couched in jokes, the punchlines, stuff like that. You don't have to confront them, but just pretend like you don't get the joke. Make them explain it. And then watch. And eventually you'll enjoy doing this because it's funny. I mean, you're like, I don't get it. Well, see, it's funny because, well, there was this famine and a bunch of Irish people died, so it works with sexism too. I don't understand. Well, see, you know, she didn't do the dishes and domestic abuse. I don't get it. And just keep saying it. And watch. And what happens? You don't change their heart. You don't change their mind. You don't change the way they think. But you change the way they act. At least around you. That's all you have control over. And if everybody's doing this and letting them know that it's not tolerable, that you're not going to give them that platform, it goes away. It goes away. And this is something that anybody can do. Even if you are deathly afraid of confrontation, you can do this. It works with your racist family members too. It changes the way they act around you, and you don't have to have the long drawn-out fight. Let's be honest. Your 60, 70-year-old, relative, they're probably racist, at least to some degree. Not all of them, but some of them. And you're not going to change them. They've been that way for a long time. It is ingrained. But you can change the way they act around you. For them to actually change, it's gonna take something profound. Most effective thing I've ever seen is when the racist dad becomes the grandpa to a mixed kid. All of a sudden, he's not so racist. At least he doesn't show it. And maybe it actually changes the way he thinks. But it's time for those people who are not racist to actively oppose racism.